minutes. And booyah, we're live.
Live from a studio audience in somewhere you don't care about.
A friendly internet community where the topics are hot, the banner is beautiful, and mysterious shadows creep across your bedroom floor while you just pretend to sleep. Welcome to Slender Nation.
And now the weather.
And now the weather. And we're
featuring music by Adam Rosner.
Oh God!
I see beneath my feet. These and more, please.
These and more. Oh my God!
Waiting for the bus and the raid and the raid. Waiting for the bus and the raid.
Okay.
Fun fact about Night Vale and me is that the guy who does the weather report in episode 9 is in one of my films.
Hooray!
Yeah,
okay.
Fun fact about Night Vale and me, I don't give a shit about Night Vale.
Oh!
Hey,
Fun fact between that.
What?
Oh.
what?
Welcome! We haven't done this in a while,
What?
as you can plainly tell.
Snooping as
So-
usual.
Yes, I'm just gonna... Oops. No, there's
Let's
definitely
introduce
responsible.
everyone first before we just start this.
Yeah, why not? Everybody, go.
Hi, my name is Lance Armstrong, and I'm missing a testicle.
Oh my God!
Topical humor.
Fact.
Fact, totally fact. She is, in fact,
The more you know.
True life. Too spooky for me.
too spooky. I'm the doctor, and well, that's all I have to say about that.
God, that was hot.
Ooh.
And then I'm Josiah Miller, resident awesome guy.
That was
Yeah.
poetic. Poetic, man.
I'm Sal. I'm not as hot as Josiah, but yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It depends on who
He
says
appeals to different kinds of people.
it.
And anyway, this is the Slender Nation podcast.
Yes.
Sure is.
Yeah, it is.
And we're recording this after like 45 minutes of us just laughing.
Pretty much, because boy, do we have a show for you.
Yeah.
We were practicing.
We were practicing. I just want to get them out of the way. Forum announcements, just to get it out of the way. I have the site. I'm not going to take the site down, but there is going to be some work being done. I have to reorganize the forum a bit because I'm going to be adding a new section. I've decided that after all this time, Slender Nation kind of can't survive and thrive without branching out. So I'm just like, you know what? We're going to go with adding the Fear Mythos. We're going to add a section of the Fear Mythos to the site.
That sounds dirty.
My.
Oh God.
It will be dirty, believe me. So, like I said, I'm not going to take the site down, but there will be some organization, or there'll be some kind of tweaking. So if something comes up and it doesn't look right, or it looks off, or it just screws with your mind,
It's Algo.
it's Algo.
All form errors from here on out are just Zalgo. They're not actually a problem. It's just
Nope, it's not. It's not even my fault. It's just Zalgo's coming in and being like, "What's up, bitch?"
I hope he's voiced like that.
Oh, he will be.
Error 417 server was shot with a 12 gauge.
But yeah, if
and-
you see something, just let me know, and I will.
Sorry, I typed something that was funny.
Guys, we'll have time for that later. Come on.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
We have
Okay.
time for this.
I got caught
Okay.
up.
Okay,
if
you
the
guys
forum
don't know
breaks-
what they're doing, but these two idiots are typing into the chat for a segment that happens later on. The
best part, the best part of the podcast. It's the best part. It's the best podcast this far, actually, because oh my God, this is gonna be so bad.
Once you're done listening to
Yep.
this, and then you re-listen to when you re-listen to it, you'll be like, oh. Alright.
Hey,
But-
hey. You know what I figured? I figured this is gonna make some enemies but it's worth it.
But it will make friends as well.
This is true.
Everyone will love us.
But yeah, anyways,
And
if you
then
see
hate
something
us.
wrong, if you see something wrong with forum, just bring it up to me. Like, if you see some error on the forum, some image problem, let me know, because, like I said, I'm not going to take it down, but I will be fixing things, or trying to fix things, or trying not to break things. Probably try not to break things. Yeah.
So, Doc, I have a question for you.
Oh God.
So, if like you
Jesus.
decide to go to like the Fear Mythos version of the site, instead of like a Marble Hornets and Tribe 12 like having their new videos across the top, will it be like Fear Mythos stuff?
What that is, that's the news scroller, which has, as you all know, all the updates for, some of the major series, as well as some places you can go to for more information on series, blogs, vlogs, whatever. But I am also going to have up there's going to be scrolling some Fear Mythos updates as well. As it's going to be a pretty long scroller, however, it's going to have this, strictly Slenderman series, and then it's going to have the Fear Mythos stuff that updates the big ones out of that section of the forum. I'm debating on. I guess
for Undecided 5 to update to be on there.
Oh, honey, yours is going to be the first on that list.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Mitchell. I'm so sorry.
Wow. So yeah, tensions are already high.
Yeah.
It's like
They've been high.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
I want to be high. Can I be
Man,
high?
so when's Undecided 5 gonna update?
When you get laid. No.
Rachel,
Oh,
honey.
We're not
that's
talking
gonna happen like in a day.
We're not going through this. I cannot begin to describe
was-
how badly I do not want to hear about Sal's sex life.
You are 4 hours late.
You know, I kind of.
No.
I kind of do, but I'll ask him later.
I don't want to have. Well, okay, yeah.
Okay, we're moving on.
Yes, moving on. I don't know what. Oh my God, this thing keeps telling me page is unresponsive. Bullshit, it ain't unresponsive, you little troglodyte. Okay, so, what was our next one? Okay, so our major topic. I'm just gonna name our major topic now, and we'll get back to it later. Or we could do it now. Our major topic is, since Marble Hornets, the very first video series and the grandfather of all video series, really. Since that is starting to come to a close and will be at an end very, very soon, our topic here is kind of discussing what we think will happen, like what's going to come about it, what's going to be good about the verse, what will profit, and what will be bad, what will detriment.
I think that after
the verse.
Marble Hornets, that Troy and Joseph and Tim are just gonna make a sitcom about Slendy and Maskey.
Oh, God. I want that, and yet I totally don't.
Yeah.
Because to me, that feel like... Because it's... I like that they have a channel where they can do their comedic stuff, but
I love it.
if they actually did that, I would see it as, like, them kind of not caring about their
Right.
legacy.
Yeah, I mean, if they put it on their THAC channel, then you know what? Fine, that's great. But I think the Marble Hornets channel, in and of itself, needs to stay just as it is, because if they start putting comedic crap on there, then it kind of shows that they really don't care about what they've done or their creation, and it kind of insults what they've done and what they've spawned, I guess.
Wait, aren't you talking about the movie? No, I'm just joking.
No.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Well,
okay.
Did you guys see that
On forum?
on Adam
Unfiction.
Rosner's, on Adam Rosner's like personal YouTube? He did a sort of a parody of Tribe 12, and it was perfect.
I did not see this.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
It was fucking hysterical.
Well, I mean, speaking of Adam Rosner,
Oh.
I think what's gonna happen is that like stuff like Tribe 12 is really gonna come up. It's gonna kind of like fill the void.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
I'm
Tribe
hoping.
12's already, like, number 2.
It is number 2, but like I know plenty of people are like. They're like, oh, have you ever heard of Marble Hornets? Yeah, you ever heard of Tribe 12? What? You know what I mean?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of of people watching it and the fandom that's grown up around these video series, I think Tribe 12 is going to kind of move a little closer, more up into the spotlight because of the sheer amount of fans that Tribe 12 has now. It's going to overshadow a lot of things, which on one hand is not that's not going to be good, especially for people who are just trying to start out. But at the same time, I also think that the void that is gonna need to be filled when Marble Hornets is gone, that huge of a void is not gonna be easy to fill, nor will it probably be filled by just one series. I mean, there are good series out there. I mean, you've got, like I said, you've got Tribe 12, you've got Dark Harvest, you've got, yeah, that's all I can think of because they're the only ones that really matter. I'm sorry, that's mean. But, as like 3 people.
Oh, better cancel my series then.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna say 3 creators are in here.
John.
3 creators are in here, and I said that, and I'm like, do I want to die?
Yes,
I don't want
apparently.
to die. But no,
It's
like
alright,
I'm
as long as
saying.
you don't remake my series, Doc.
Well, now
That's later.
see, that was my other announcement. Sorry, no, I'm kidding. But the thing is that it's such a huge void because I mean, once again, Marble Hornets was the very first, and every series after it owes something to Marble Hornets, like whatever it may be. Marble Hornets directly or indirectly influenced every single series hereafter, and the void that it's going to leave is going to be freaking massive, and I don't know how anybody is going to fill that unless they do something completely original.
I think
so-
here's I think oh sorry, go ahead.
What if, like, do you think that after they finish Marble Hornets that they're gonna start a like after Marble Hornets end, do you think that the guys behind it are gonna try to produce a new Sunday series?
No.
I don't think so.
That they're at the point where they want to move on.
Mm-hmm.
They might do what they've been doing, like with the movie, where they try to get Marble Hornets to a larger audience. But I do not think they'll make another. If they do, it'll be like way later on, like out of a sense of like the anniversary of Marble Hornets or something.
Or
They'll release
nostalgia.
something.
Because I mean, on Troy's blog, he had stated that they're starting to wrap it up now because it's gone on long enough. It's gone on for I think a couple of years now, and they're just like they want to move on. They want to move on to bigger and better things. I mean, they started this when they were in film school. They started this when they were doing this for college. And so it's kind of at the point where they're like, okay, we kind of want to do our own thing. This is great and all, and they respect it, which is good. They're not trying to rush it, which is what I admire about these guys the most.
Yeah.
Is while they want to get on with their lives and get on with producing, more videos and different videos, they're still being respectful and doing the series the justice that it deserves, which I find that is great. And you don't see that very often. I mean, if you want to rush a series down, then it's. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to disagree with you though, about the void, because I feel like what happened was Marble Hornets inspired a crap ton of other series.
Yes.
And then Everyman Hybrid and Tribe 12 are the next 2, and then they inspired stuff. So I'm trying to figure out what generation of Slender series we're in, but I think we're far enough along where we'll probably get a lot more series because people will have seen the end of it. And maybe we'll get something really original and will be really amazing. And we'll probably get 1 or 2 really bad ripoffs, which there have been ripoffs before. But I'm hoping.
Okay, because it's good because.
But I'm hoping. Yeah.
Well, with no major series is.
I'm just really hoping that something new can.
I think that, and I'm hoping the same thing. I'm hoping the exact same thing about that, where, I'm hoping that something great is going to come along out of, with Marble Hornets dying, something will, quote unquote, rise from the ashes. But
go ahead.
No. You've said nothing.
Oh, I was going to say that, like, this might just be from a personal standpoint, but I know a lot of people have, like, the same ideas as me when it comes. Can you even hear me, by the way?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people are, like, I don't know, iffy about Marble Hornets, and they're like, okay, I'm just kind of sitting along for the ride because I've invested so much time in it as is.
Mm-hmm.
I think people are going to be relieved, in all honesty, that it's over, and now they can, focus more on other stuff, like, blah 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 blah. And if they're really like diehard Marble Hornets fans, they might just get bored. They might just get bored enough to start branching out. Because I mean, and like, no offense to you, Doug. I'm a pet peeve of mine is when people are like, "Oh yeah, Slender series, like Marble Hornets." Yeah. What else are you into? Marble Hornets.
See, and you're right. Honestly, you are 110% right, and it is my own problem that I recognize. But with me, and I am a very big fan of Marble Hornets because, once again, I was around when I was at entry 14 is when I started, when Just Another Fool was around. And the thing is no other series, except for, like, 2, have ever caught my interest. But up till now, none of them, and the two creators of said series are in this chat.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is that I can't get invested in any of the series because I'll sit there and I'll watch it and I'll be like, okay, that is really wrong, that is a bad effect, that is really shitty acting, and I pet peeve, I pick at it, I nitpick, and I hate it, but I do it. And with Marble Hornets, I have had so much time invested into it that I can't not watch it, but at the same time, I enjoy watching it because it's literally, to me, it is what a Slenderman series should be. It should have suspense. It shouldn't have many jump scares. I think Marble Hornets had all of maybe 2. It shouldn't, it should be driven by the story, not by, oh, look at me, I'm gonna make a Slenderman series and put some Slendy shit in here. I'm gonna put distortion. I'm like, great, that doesn't make a series. Idiot.
He's over there.
But what? What'd he say?
Yeah.
He's over there.
He's over there.
No,
The resurrection.
But my problem really with Marble Hornets is exactly what you like. It's like I nitpick too. Like I get that way with movies and everything. I'm like
Likewise.
that with everything. And Marble Hornets is dropping the bucket every chance they can get.
How so? How so?
I'm so picky about acting. It's like, can you do something better or
that?
Here's my thing.
That's true.
Here's my thing.
Yes.
I got an analogy.
Oh god.
Marble Hornets. Go with this.
Okay.
Marble Hornets is Seinfeld.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Seinfeld was like the sitcom. It was the progenitor of dozens of this type of sitcom.
Okay.
And the whole point of Seinfeld was, well, okay, doesn't really matter. But the point is that
The point is GLaDOS.
Yeah, I think he
Damn
just
it.
like derped the fuck out.
Damn it, he GLaDOS.
He was doing so well.
He was.
So well.
We'll never know.
They'll never know what the point.
Now, okay. Well, until he comes back, I think I know what he means. In the fact that Seinfeld was the progenitor and the inspiration for 1,000 different sitcoms, but it also is not without flaws.
Right.
And I can agree with that. With Marble Hornets is never without flaws. Because, I mean, let's face it, it's... Josiah, are you there, buddy? Thought I heard him. I heard you! Come back to me! Anywho.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified.
No, anyway. Sing-alongs, no. The thing is that Marble Hornets, it isn't without its flaws. There are problems in the acting. There is problems in some of the story. In fact, there's one part of the story that I hated when people were saying that entry where Jay was like he went through a door but didn't come out the other. It didn't come out on the other side. Like that's the low point of Marble Hornets for me because I hated that. I hated how people were like, "Oh my god, he can teleport people." I'm like, no, that's a superhero power. That's like something you would see in fucking Marvel or DC.
So,
Wes? Yes?
So.
Shut up. Anyway, It took me a minute. Shut up.
But
Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Here he goes.
yeah,
Are
He's
you
trying
back?
Okay, there we go. Bam.
So,
yeah.
Josiah, what you're saying is that Seinfeld is Slender Man, and
Jerry Seinfeld
Yes.
is Slender Man.
The
And
incarnate.
Kramer
That's his
is-
real identity.
Kramer is Tim.
Oh God!
Yes.
Right?
Kramer
God.
is Tim.
Yes.
But yeah, my point is that to go to the point that I heard, because about he can teleport and that's a superpower. The thing about Slender Man, is like, I guess whatever, as long as you don't try to explain him too much, okay?
Yeah.
Like, his powers, or what powers he has, should serve the stories. That's what's so fucking cool about him, is that unlike other kind of legends where the creature has one set of abilities and the story has to fit that, Slender Man's this thing where he could, we've talked about this before, he is this kind of canvas that you can forge. Is he malevolent? Is he just you can't understand what he's doing? Does he have an agenda? Is he just fucking with people?
He's an asshole.
And the same thing goes for his powers. He's an asshole! And he's standing there menacingly!
You can say that he was over there.
Oh!
Jesus fucking
Oh my
Christ. Please don't.
No, but
But,
like, go ahead.
yeah.
I'm picking up what you're laying down.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
I was gonna say I take Slender Man as I do with any of the Fear mythos, in the sense of everything and nothing is canon
Yes.
at the same
Oh
time.
no.
I
It's
think
like
it
the
might.
Doctor Who expanded universe.
Yes.
Oh God! Oh God!
I mean, don't make Slender Man with, pastel pink lips and a frilly dress or anything. But at the same time, if you want him to
There goes my
Hey,
novel
that-
idea.
I gave that bitch a fedora.
Are you an atheist?
Yes, you
But
did.
at the same time, you shouldn't turn Slender Man into a pony. But if
Hey,
you want.
Ah!
hey.
If you want him to choke people with his hands, that's not too far out of the
You're right.
reach.
Hey,
I think.
Yeah, well, see, I feel this kind of goes into the Marble Hornets thing, is that I think Doc, correct me if I'm wrong,
Mhm.
but what I'm kind of seeing is that, like what you said, Rachel, it's you have to keep true to him to a point and tell the story you want.
Mhm.
So it's literally like Slender Man is being adapted. Like Hollywood would adapt a certain thing and then reinvent it every time it adapts it, like an old story, like Sherlock Holmes. But for Slender Man, it's happening
Sherlock.
within months.
Mhm.
Yeah, Slender Man's having these reinventions every couple of months as a new series does him. So it's kind of like this. So for Doc, I think you're seeing it as Marble Hornets did it, and it did it the way you wanted it, and that's all you need.
See, and you know what?
You
I've
know.
been trying to fucking explain that to people forever. And you're right. Marble Hornets, the way they did it, it just happened to be that they were the first people to do it, but they did it perfectly. They did it exactly how I envisioned Slender Man to be. And since I haven't seen a single other series do it anywhere near how Marble Hornets did, which is to their credit, but to me personally, it's not what I'm looking for. I'm like, okay, that's great. Slender Man can walk through walls. That's perfect. He can rip trees apart. Fine. It's not my Slender Man though, and I think that's where people take issue with a lot of these new series cropping up, and even old ones, even where people take issue with Marble Hornets sometimes.
But here's, sorry to interrupt, but here's the problem though. Everyone's all like, "Wow, Marble Hornets did this great thing," and wow, I really like that. And then someone else does it in their series. It's like, oh well, you're ripping off of Marble Hornets. But if they don't do what Marble Hornets did, they're like, oh, well, that looks stupid. That I don't like that. That's dumb.
But see, now that's not something you can help. I mean, with everybody to each their own, really. But I see where you're coming from, because you're insofar as you want there to be more exposure to this kind of stuff. Like, if you'd go up to
Yes.
somebody nowadays and you'd be like, hey, do you know about Slenderman? Oh, yeah, Marble Hornets. But you want it to be, hey, have you heard Slenderman? Oh, yeah, I've heard, the Undecided Five, Tribe 12, Abbey Diaries, you mean them? I see, I know where you're going from with that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're right, that is an issue. And I think that will change when Marble Hornets leaves, or when it finally ends.
I
Yes.
hope so. I really hope so.
Agreed.
We come full circle. That's kind of what we were diving deep, and now we're back out. Is that if Marble Hornets ends, and there's people who have just watched Marble Hornets, they're either going to rewatch Marble Hornets, and then it eventually A or B, they'll say, hey, I want more continuous stuff, so I have to check out other stuff. Hopefully, I mean. I would like that.
It's weird. It's because I think Marble Hornets is gonna be the first series that actually like a major series that will like actually end for once. Because everything's still ongoing, but no big thing has really ended.
I think Everyman Hybrid is about a year away from where Marble Hornets is now.
Yeah. Sienna. I'm sorry, that's funny.
It is.
Nobody needs to know about that. Anywho. And you're right, there hasn't been many. I think there's only been, in the course of the entirety of the verse being what it is, I think there's been like maybe a handful of series that have actually truly ended. See, I still like that.
Thank you.
But that's the thing. I think the problem with a lot of the verses. Nothing has ended. It's all kind of ongoing. Like, oh my God, they haven't updated in over 7 months, but there's still hope. And it's like, and people are just holding on to that, and they're not like, well, okay, it's done.
Like Anderson Journals.
Yeah, don't even.
Anderson Journals is my go-to, where it's like, hey, see you when you update, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. And I couldn't agree more with that. Is that a series needs to end for people to actually, and this is just human nature. It needs to end so people can find closure on this thing and be like, okay, that was great. Let me go find more. So I don't feel so, empty without something to do, without something to watch, without something to enjoy. Although people could also take that and say, well, while they're waiting, they could be like, I want more of this. What can I watch? It's a double-edged sword at that point. But in terms of Marble Hornets ending, I'm hoping that's going to give the rest of us more exposure and more like, what Rachel wants and was saying, hey, I know about, this and this and this. Is that what you're talking about when you say Slenderman? Instead of, Marble Hornets or Tribe 12, right?
Right, yeah, and it's like, oh my God, can you please branch out, for God's sake?
Exactly. Or, God forbid, they say, oh, you mean Slender like the game? Because you don't ever want to say that to me in my presence. Don't ever say that to me in my presence, or you will get a knife through your jugular.
I hate if
someone said that.
I just hate having to describe what Slenderman is. It's like,
yeah.
Hey, ever seen Marble Hornets? No. What's that?
Oh God.
The beauty of Slenderman.
Yes.
Sit down.
The beauty of Slenderman is finding him yourself.
Yes,
because
that is true.
when you find him yourself, it's this weird, and then you talk to people, and they're like, hey, I heard about this Slenderman. Holy shit, dude, let me turn you on to this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then it just becomes this, exponential
I want to take this opportunity to welcome our viewer. God knows you must be the loneliest person in the world. Sorry. Anywho.
Don't drive him away.
I shouldn't drive him away. I shouldn't. Stay here, please, because
also, viewer, I don't know how it works, but we have a Q&A thing. So if you could try to type into that, I'll try to find it.
Yeah, if you can find the Q&A thing, start asking us questions, because we can have fun.
Oh God. Anyway,
okay.
So have we beat this dead horse or what?
Well, I've said everything I need to say.
Final thoughts. I just want to get everybody's final thoughts, like one at a time. I want Rachel, you go first. I want to get everybody's final thoughts on this.
I think either it'll go one of two ways. Either people will just disappear from the mythos completely, or they will start to branch out.
Okay. Yeah. Josiah?
Marble Hornets is going to end, and people, I feel like people will branch out. The Marble Hornets creators will step away from Slender Man, but they will try to expose that to a larger audience. And hopefully it inspires good things, and yeah.
Good.
Can't wait to see the ending.
Well put. Sal.
I want new things after Marble Hornets ends. I want new stuff. I don't want any of the same that I've been seeing, because I'm always afraid to watch a new series, because it's like, oh, I've seen that 7 other times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you there. I really am.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's my opinion is actually kind of like the amalgamation of all of yours, really, because it's funny. I mean, Marble Hornets is going to end, and there is going to be a void that is left for probably a little while. But eventually, somebody is going to come out with something new and original, something groundbreaking, that's going to cause people to say, okay, there's something new here. What else have I missed? And then then they will branch out, and then you're going to see more of, I know about this, and this series. Let me turn you on to these ones that you haven't seen, and you can show me this one. And it'll kind of feed off of itself.
And it's called The Hall of Entropy and Leaves.
the hall of leaves that lead to entropy.
Hall of Leaves at the end of the universe.
Could I?
Yes.
Could all 3 of us just stroke our big egos right now about our whole new thing
Yes.
we're doing?
Yes.
Rachel, I think you should start off, because
We started a new series, and it's great so far, called Entropy.
Even
For everyone confused about the title, it means the inevitable heat death of the universe, which is a giant freaking metaphor for the entire series. And starts out with
which makes it
what?
No, I was gonna say that's what makes it such a goddamn good title.
Yup.
Yes. And it starts out with an explanation of entropy, and it is a fear series, but we are including Slender Man in it. You'll find out why.
yeah, boy.
I'm so excited!
Also, because Entropy is in the same universe as Pavel Hall.
You can
Please,
guess.
everyone jump at once.
Oh, and we are crossing over, and we are in the same universe, and we have the same ultimate ending.
Yeah, we do.
Huh.
Someone's yelling
And
in the
then
background.
eventually,
Yeah, I know, sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
it leads to them coming over to the regular universe where I reside.
And then the doctor's gonna fly up in his TARDIS and be like, I'm preventing the heat death of the
Dude.
universe! And
I
then-
hope so, because,
Oh, trust me, I'll be there.
well, actually, yeah.
I'm
And it's really funny because, like, me and Sal were talking about our series and blah, blah, blah. I was like, so I don't know the ending of your series, just go ahead and tell me. And he told me, I was like, well, Sal, that was our story for Entropy. I kid you not. I had no idea.
Rachel, let me tell you the plot of seasons 7 through 9. Like, shit, alright.
Yeah, and I was like, really? Okay, well, great minds think alike. We might as well cross over.
Yeah,
And then
I love
Sal's series and mine are linked in that through time travel and wibbly wobbly, I
how I'm
create
in,
his.
how I'm in on this, by the way. That's how I'm in
Yeah,
this.
but by crazy circumstances, we are the cause of each other's series.
it. And you'll find
And
out
so-
why in 7 years. Just wait.
Yeah, like so basically the 3 of us are like sister shows, and
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
what I like to call it. I don't like to say crossover because I feel like we all sort of work with each other. It's
Yeah,
not just
yeah,
like, hey, look, we'll occasionally say hello.
But it was totally unplanned.
no,
Like,
I'm just gonna sit
Yeah.
here with my sonic screwdriver and play with it while I watch you 3 be funny.
Well,
Just sit here and be like, what's up,
Dog.
bitch? What?
actually, all 3 of you are in my series, which I find fun.
That's true.
yeah, that's true.
I did technically help do. Okay, I don't feel so left out anymore.
it's
Yay.
shake and bake and I helped.
If anyone wants to know, Doc voiced Slenderman.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Like you.
Oh, okay. Here's the thing: is that this is not a criticism.
Yes,
I
it
actually
is.
found it to be when I thought about. Yeah, it is. But when I thought about it,
Yes.
it sounds like Slenderman's like known for distortion, right?
Mhm.
And so
Yes.
you voiced him really well, but it still
But-
sounded like it was coming out of like a microphone. So I
You're right.
literally thought about it, and I'm like, Slenderman has this really scratchy, distorted voice.
Yeah.
So it actually fits it really well.
So it started off as a criticism, looped around, did like a Mobius double reach around, and came around to be a compliment. I can do this. I can work with this.
Oh yeah,
I like this.
hells yeah.
It was I used this mic, the mic I'm using right now. This is what I used to record it, and I thought it was going to be a good mic. I actually thought it was going to come out a lot clearer than it did, and I'm like,
What's funny about that is
I-
that like me and Doc like planned out the voice for a while, like for like I think a month or two before the episode was
had
even,
to have
like,
been.
done, and then like Doc did all the lines his first try, and then there's this one line that
Oh
like
God, stop! No,
you couldn't nail this. I forget
I
what
couldn't.
It was.
I could. Well, okay. Here's the reason. The reason I couldn't do it is because the way that the line was written, it had to be kind of a raised, angry, kind of yelling voice or yelling sound, and I couldn't do that with the voice that I was using. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't get it up in that high of a register and not make it sound like I was hitting puberty in like 3 seconds. So I'm like, or either getting kicked in the nuts. So I'm like, oh my God. So me and Sal are sitting there. I'm recording it 10, 15 times. I'm sending it to him, and he keeps coming back, and it's not right. It's not right. You're almost there. It's not right. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't do it. I suck.
There were some times where you were so close, and others it was like, are you even trying?
I know.
You will pay attention to an entity of a higher power.
Oh, see, yep.
I think it was yeah, you will show respect to those of a higher power.
To those of a
That
higher
was it.
power. And
That was
I
the
couldn't do
line.
it without sounding like I was suddenly getting kicked in the nuts. And I'm just like, oh my God.
You know, and what's great about that is like whenever I first thought, okay, I'm gonna make Slenderman talk. I know I went to like Josiah and Rachel and was like, if anything bad happens, please just hold me.
No. Well, see, the thing is that Sal basically says, "Fuck what the audience wants," because he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna switch this to not just a vlog, to a cinematic style." Oh, you can't do that. Oh, but I can.
And I
You
did.
can't make Slenderman. Oh, but I did. Oh, oh
I
my.
remember, yeah, the other
And to be
day,
honest, it worked really well. At least I
you.
thought. It looked very well. Well, I mean, yeah.
It's
How you
because,
can't
like,
kick a puppy? Watch me.
I'm about to change the next episode of Pablo Hall now after that suggestion.
Oh, God.
Sometimes when I go to play in Pablo, I actually go into the Slender Nation chat and I'm like, what hasn't been done or what shouldn't I do?
Yeah.
And then I just take notes. It's
And then you
like,
just
oh,
do it.
The next fucking episode of Pavel Hall, I'm gonna have to do the voice of Slenderman, where Slenderman's walking through the forest, and all of a sudden he sees this cute little puppy, and he goes, "Fucking puppy," and then just boom,
Yes.
hits the bitch.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Or like, well, I know I have like one more scene left in this season where it's in the Path of Black Leaves and Slendy's doing his thing, so I don't know.
Please tell me his thing is Gotham style.
Well, okay.
No.
Okay, I'm doing the same thing because the next episode of Trial of Leaves. Remember that not big, but that controversy about Adam not putting a trigger warning.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Oh God. I
Yeah.
wanted
The next
to talk
episode
about
of
this.
mine. Yeah, the next episode of mine involves really hard look at suicide. So.
Here's your trigger warning.
No,
God,
no.
I just want to say that for the next couple episodes of Trial of Leaves, it's going to make me so horny.
Oh
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
So Josiah,
Yeah.
I want you to be sensitive to my needs. My trigger word is trigger, and
I love that post that I did.
But
My
see,
trigger warning is trigger.
There's a moment.
It
There was a
reminds me of a
moment.
gun.
Everybody in this room, for a moment, thought that she was being serious and was like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit."
Me too.
No.
was
Because I had been
oh God, Rachel.
that's called acting.
I have been messaging her. I have been messaging her today, and so when she said, "You need to be sensitive to my needs," I'm like, you know what? You're right. I need to step back and think about other people.
No. It's acting.
Acting.
Hey,
Okay.
someone found the Q&A section.
They
Yay.
did? Oh,
Yeah.
did
that's
they really?
nice.
Sweet. We get questions. Hold on. I say we wait. Here, I'll even do something. I'll even
No,
make
actually,
it fun.
I went onto a different thing and actually found the I went onto my Pablo Hall account and I started watching the stream, and they're a good 15 seconds behind us, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
So, what's the,
I was gonna
So we're literally talking to them from the future.
They just said they found a Q&A section. Oh, but yeah, like I feel like is that I want to talk about some of the things I've done in Pablo Hall just because it's been a while, and I feel like I've tried some things that not a lot of people have done yet. Not to stroke my own ego. I'm just saying that like.
So welcome to the self-plug segment of our podcast.
Yeah, we always do this.
We
but
always do
That's
this. Exactly.
Make your own podcast.
Yeah.
Nobody ever suggests things for us to talk about, so we'll just talk about whatever we want.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, actually,
Exactly.
I will address that. I will address that. If there is something, a question or a topic that you want us to talk about, or you want an answer to, or you want to listen to us just be weird, like we're going to in about probably 15, 20 minutes. Trust me, you'll find out why. Please post something on the forum. Send a PM to any of us, whether it's through Slender Nation Unforum, email, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Reddit, Tumblr,
Form
Anything.
Spring. Oh wait.
Instagram, MySpace.
Snapchat, Vine,
Reddit.
Yes.
4chan.
Oh, God.
Snapchat me your questions.
Pornhub.
along
what?
with yeah, you have to Snapchat Sal the questions along with your genitalia, and then it will
You
be
can
answered with
considered ready.
you can be considered indoctrinated.
If I don't
You
see
have to-
genitalia, I'm not answering the question.
you have to prove that your body is ready.
It's
Right.
it's
But
just
yes,
mad.
But okay, Sal.
No, I'm totally joking. Don't send me anything like that. If you do, I'm gonna punch you.
Yeah. Well, if you do, I'll say I respect this. I feel honored that you would consider my eyes, your genitalia to be of consideration, but not on the menu right now.
Dude, I'm very lonely. Please send me pictures of your genitalia. I don't care, man, woman, tranny, I really don't give a
Okay.
shit. I'm very lonely.
All right.
So back to stroking my ego.
Yes. This is a different kind of stroking.
Speaking of penises,
Yes. Let's talk about Pavel. Okay. So I want to ask you guys. All right. So I did some things that thankfully no one like got mad about, like, because I made the transition between vlog and cinematic, and no one seemed to get upset. I made Slenderman
Yeah.
talk.
There was like
and
one person.
Was there really? I didn't.
There,
even see
well, one person on the forum on Slender Nation was like, "No, don't do this."
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Oh. Was
too
it
bad.
before I did it?
it was when you said you were going to.
Oh, well.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I did that, and then I made Slendy talk, and then I added credits to mine. Like,
Yeah.
I have an intro and outro sequence, which I feel like
But
no
they're so
one's really
good.
done. Thank you. And they're actually
I-
plot relevant. I'm not going to say why,
Yeah.
but that little jingle
Oh.
is sort of significant.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Just I'm sorry to interrupt, but I actually know who our viewer is.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Like, sorry, I didn't know who you were, but now I do. Sorry.
I know.
We're not
You-
naming names.
No, we're not naming names, Madeline. We're not naming names.
I.
God damn it, Doc.
You.
Anyway.
Hi.
But
She is actually the person.
that's something I briefly wanted to touch on.
a nice person. Yes. Yeah,
Wait.
what?
Oh, okay, nice. I like nice people. But here's kind of what I wanted to talk about is that, and this kind of ties back to the Marble Hornets ending thing, and just things ending in general, is that I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, I know Marble Hornets and Everyman Hybrid are ending, and then I also, I'm with Dark Harvest, Tribe 12, and a lot of other series. I'm subscribed to quite a few series. Whispered Faith is really good so far. But
Go ahead.
No, yeah, I was just thinking. But we talk about wanting something original, and there's a lot of talk about saturation of certain concepts and certain things, which is why I really like what Sal's doing, is because they are. I mean, I wish I could say that I did as much different things as Sal did, but I haven't yet. I'm getting there. I'm just getting what I want. I'm trying to get what I want out of my series, but it's an ongoing process, obviously. But what could? I know we ask this question a lot, but what could happen? What could we do? What could come along that, let's just say budget's not an issue. Let's say that means aren't an issue, time's not an issue. What would be a dream thing for someone to do that just is a Slenderman related product?
I want more locations, like not like the woods. I want like, if a character gets sent to the hospital, I want to see that hospital.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I want to see Slenderman in a crowd.
Yes.
And nobody notices
like
him.
the Tribe 12,
Nobody sees him.
Tribe 12, you know.
When Sunday was on a plane,
Yeah. That was a great moment.
See,
That was a
I want
great
more of
moment
that.
because you're like, how did he do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want more of that.
I want instead of tapes, I want DVDs. No, I'm totally joking.
Before we go on, we do have a question. Does Josiah do Trial of Leaves?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I do. That's
Yes.
my series.
That is his series, Trial of Leaves.
I tried to do a side blog, quit after the first entry.
Josiah's the pretty one.
Yeah.
I'm the...
Josiah's-
Aww. Thanks. Yeah. I'm
I'm
currently
honestly-
single. Yeah.
Really? I honestly need. Shh, I'm lonely. I need to catch up on Trial of Leaves. I haven't watched it in a while.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I just updated.
Someone really cool is in the new episode.
Oh, really? I wonder who.
It's
Yeah, you probably won't spot it, but
Yeah,
Sal's
well.
in there.
I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
I think I would recognize that nose.
No, it's from the back.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
leave-
Ooh.
I'm gonna leave
I
that.
will recognize that.
But you know how everybody liked Mr. Sandman?
Yes.
Yes.
I do We'll Meet Again by Vera Lynn, but the fucking creepiest version, like the audio, I'm really proud of with this new episode.
Yes.
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 I love that Trial of Leaves episode though. I already watch it all the time, by the way. Just saying.
Aw,
It was very good.
you're my biggest fan, Sal. That's what I love.
It's funny that I'm your biggest fan. I also kind of work on it occasionally.
Yeah, and then
And
I'm one of your
fans-
biggest fans.
And
I'm
by
not
work
kidding.
on, I'm like, Josiah, do this.
Fans can change everything when it comes to the series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Look what happened to Tribe 12.
Look what happened to Caught Not Sleeping. I said it. I just said it.
You said the C word.
Oh my god, I think I literally.
Oh, he's
think I just
dying.
had oh my god, I think I had a gasm. Oh god.
Does
He's
anyone wanna
regenerating!
I'm regenerating
he's Peter
pictures.
Capaldi.
Dude, speaking of which,
Dude, I
have you
swear to
seen-
God, if Peter Capaldi regenerates in the first episode into you, I'm going to like break something
Wait,
out of sheer just unbelief.
wait. Have you been talking to Moffat?
Moffat.
Dude, Moffat is that weird guy in my dreams who I always run after, and then he tells me things, but they're very vague and not the least bit helpful because
I
he
have
doesn't
that-
want anyone to know.
I have that same problem with George R. R. Martin.
I
Oh.
bet in the first episode, Capaldi's just gonna get shot in the face and regenerate back into Tenet.
Oh, fuck you.
Anyway, back to
You.
Slenderman.
Oh.
So speaking of fans, I was like the biggest Undecided 5 fan in the world.
You were. I mean, you were, and there was.
circle jerk.
He was, and like I remember, like a little bit after Undecided 5 ended, he messaged me, and he's like, so can I? He was like this like little timid, like I imagined him as this little timid kid going, so I really liked your series, and I'm gonna do a fear series, and can I have your help? I was like, dude, yeah.
I'm like a
then
third wheel
okay.
here. I was like, anyways,
If we're
And
on
then I make
fandom,
Bubble.
I think I should. Yes. If we're on fandom, I think I should bring up the S word.
what?
Spiders.
Shipping.
Someone
Okay,
shipped
so I just have a-
Pavel and the Blind Men, and I got really scared.
Good!
God.
That's what I wanted!
Ah!
I played the blind man as if Pavel was something he wished he could have. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
All right, so I'm gonna start. I'm going to start this, and you're gonna deal with it. Okay, shipping.
No.
You can
wait.
correct
Hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt right here. I have to.
Okay.
I know you were rather lonely, but your constant commenting does not impede our process. We want you to keep talking to us because
Yes.
it gives us something else to do.
And if you
Yes.
and actually it's funny because Madeline supplies the mask that Corbin's going to use forever.
Corbin.
Anyway,
Sorry, whenever somebody says Corbin, I think of Fifth Element. Continue, Rachel. I'm sorry. I had to.
Stock. Let me tell you, did you know that Corbin's full name is Corbin Austin
What?
beautiful.
in Pavel Hall? Because
I
of
don't
Corbin-
watch your series.
because of Corbin Dallas
Oh, I'm
in the Fifth Element.
Oh my god.
Oh. I might
Anyway.
have to watch. Anyways, go on, Rachel. I'm sorry.
So,
I'm not so-
thing about shipping, you can crack ship and you can cray ship and you whatever kind of ship you want. Okay, but the
Cray shit.
cray ship. But if it is real people, keep in mind they are real people, and if they tell you, okay, this is very uncomfortable, I don't want you to do it. You can still do it in the back of your head, but man, don't post crap about it. Don't write fics about me. That's kind of weird. Makes me really uncomfortable. And you do it anyway. You're a jerk.
Yeah, how can... I don't understand... Okay, I'm gonna... No, everybody knows me. I'm not a sexist. I'm not a misogynist. But I'm gonna bring up a gender thing. There was this really... right when 50 Shades of Grey came out, there was somebody who said, okay, so why is it acceptable to read porn but not watch it? Especially
Damn.
if you're reading porn and that porn's based on real people. So here's the thing, is it's no different. If you find a problem with watching people having sex and you think that objectifies them and that's bad, then you cannot turn around and have real people in these slash fics or these pairing fics and then say that it's different, because it's the same thing. It's just, yeah, your imagination and not actually happening. So basically, I'm advocating saying porn is all right, but
Perfect.
yeah. So basically, what you were saying, Rachel.
And I am going to also say, some people don't want to see it. So if you're on Tumblr or whatever, just tag it. I don't want to see it. I'm sick of seeing it. I will unfollow you if I see it. I swear to God. That's all. I mean, I don't want to see it personally. That's fine if you do it. That's fine if you enjoy whatever you enjoy. That's great. But not everyone does, and you have to be sensitive to other people.
And please stop publishing your work on Amazon, because I swear to God, if I see another Slender Bone, I'm gonna start raging hard.
But yeah, I mean,
Let's
I
talk
do
about
agree.
Thunderbone, though.
I do agree with what Josiah says. If you go around saying, well, porn is bad and it objectifies blah blah blah, but I'm gonna go read this and it has to do with real people, it's like
Yeah.
So?
it's the
It's the
same
same
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't be all against visual and then not be against, a
Hey,
book.
I watch, I read, I don't care.
Yeah, right. I mean, I watch
I-
weird
it-
things, though.
I don't care either.
Dog show.
I'm married.
yeah.
I don't gotta. I mean,
I have to.
Well,
I
okay,
mean, I'm,
so
I'm-
like,
yeah. I watch bad things.
Yeah.
Doc.
That's pretty much all I had to say about it. That's pretty much all I had to say about it. But I guess I don't know. Like I follow some really awesome and nice people, but I still don't understand why anybody thinks that shipping people with Habit is cool. Because
Oh well, I should have.
Habits.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, just I don't know. Like when I read "Can You See the Words" and read all that shit that Habit did, I felt not nauseous, but it was truly disturbing. I mean,
Yeah.
there's literally this part where it says, "Oh yeah, he raped my mother to create me," and I'm like, why would you? Habit's not the guy. If you think Evan's, attractive, I do, but no. But if it's Evan, I understand that. But why does it? Habit in general, he scares me, and that's the point.
Yeah, I was gonna say as he should. I mean, that's
I-
Habit.
I don't even read the additional stuff or any way a part of like EMH, but from what I'm seeing about Tribe 12s, Habit does freak me out.
Oh,
my God, yeah.
I mean,
Dude,
Even
nothing he
just
does in the videos compares.
No,
to the
it
side
doesn't.
stuff.
It doesn't.
Oh, I bet, but like,
I
mean-
didn't watch Everyman Hybrid, but I heard about them writing about all the stuff that Habit had done, and so I went and I read all that. And
He ate a baby.
I know.
babies.
babies. It was bad.
If you want a guy who ate a baby all up in your grill, I okay. All the power to you, but it scares me.
Quick interruption.
It scares me.
Quick interruption. Don't feel bad about the Pavel Man comment. Hello, you trust me. Don't feel bad.
No, I don't.
Oh no.
I
Me
don't
and
at all.
Josiah notes. Yeah, we know what's up.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
don't feel bad
Yeah,
about
see,
the
I'm not saying don't.
Oh,
I'm not
we forgot
saying
to talk about something.
Which?
Good.
A couple things actually.
Oh, we're not
First thing,
We've got time.
let's see.
There's always time for time.
Do you want to tell about Tim's thing, and then I'm gonna type it.
Oh, yes. I can
Yeah.
definitely do that.
In the meantime, hey Josiah.
Yeah.
No.
Hey Josiah. So when's the new trial of Leaves? Because I really want to see that.
It's not scheduled. I basically have the episode. It's not a 2-part episode, but it's basically gonna have 2 beats. And the first part has to do with the suicidal stuff that I mentioned. And then the second part is the most Tarantino moment the Slenderverse has had.
Oh dear, we're getting Tarantino up in this bitch.
So,
Uh-oh.
Josiah,
Yeah, like-
I have a question for you.
Imagine Marvin getting shot in the face. It's like that.
All right, Josiah. About the Tarantino moment, are you gonna use the dialogue I sent you?
Yes,
Yes.
probably.
Yes.
I know. The episode literally ends with "Don't fuck with us."
Yeah.
But Trial of Leaves, I'm gonna scout a location. I might just use the location I used for the stuff I shot for you, Sal. But
Dude, that place is so pretty.
Basically, the problem with Trial of Leaves is that I have like seasons 5 and onward planned, or like 4 and onward.
Dude, yeah,
But
people have that problem of like, let's plan like seasons ahead.
Yeah, like I plan like these big cosmic events, but I need to figure out the details of how it gets there without it being completely. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just completely just change, and the audience is like, "What?" But it's so different that
And
they don't
just
care.
Don't even. Yeah. Just fuck it.
Don't even explain it.
If you just
Yeah, hold on.
like you know me,
Okay.
like all the shit I've written out. It's like, oh god.
So,
Yeah, so much.
can I ask an honest question?
Yes.
Oh.
Is no one gonna talk about the fact that we had a blatant It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference in Entropy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
about
did.
that.
I never watched Sunny in Philadelphia, so I didn't catch it.
Oh.
I did. When I heard it, I was like, Jesus, is this what's
The
gonna happen?
only reference I could ever get was "Day Man." Oh. That's the only reference I know of. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's the only thing I know.
Yeah.
No, we did like the intro song, the do 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 do.
Mm-mm. I'm
We
sorry.
weren't even planning on that, and Tim just was like, "Hey, come here, look, watch this, look what I did," and he showed it to us, and we, like, me and Chris both just started laughing.
Yeah, that was great. That was a great tone because it really makes it feel like a real video that would be posted.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a normal person wouldn't like go out and make their own song and be like, oh, it's always Sonic, good show, let's use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
But-
we have a question.
Uh-oh.
How would you
Oh.
advise an up-and-coming horror/Slender-themed filmmaker? I've been thinking of doing something similar, but it's hard to be so original. If you have any advice, do tell.
Find what's scary to you first of all,
Yeah.
Pull a Batman.
because that you will be able to portray that more honestly than anything that you take from somewhere else.
Definitely pull a Batman.
Definitely pull that.
I'm sorry.
If you're scared of bats, make the Jersey Devil your main villain. No, but
Mothman! It's Mothman. It's done. I'm doing it.
Mothman. I want a vlog about Mothman.
So do
He's
I!
creepy.
So do I!
If
I
you have the
want
budget for Mothman, do that.
I have a camera. Does that count?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the first piece. The second piece I would say is if you're getting people to be in it or to do it with you, make sure they honestly like it. They honestly like doing it, and they're not just doing it because you asked them to. Because that's how Trial of Leaves is still going, is because Nathan and Justin are like, hey, we're in the mood to do more of this.
Make sure they're reliable.
Yeah, because if you get the
Definitely.
person who flakes off, yeah,
Mhm.
it can get
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, and that's when you pull a sound, you hire people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ah, I love this. She's just
Also-
like, "Mm."
Yeah. Don't update unless you feel completely confident in what you have so far.
Never do
never
filler
feel-
episodes.
Yeah. If you can avoid it, don't do filler. I might even be guilty of that.
Well, everybody is at one point or another, because at some point you think, okay, until I can get this really big thing to happen, I'm just going to kind of do this little piddly thing, and you can't fall into
Yeah.
that niche, because if you do, then it's going
Yeah,
to become a crutch. And
Yeah,
if
I
you
was
do
trying
filler episodes, make sure you bring stuff back from it or
Mhm.
use it somehow.
Yeah, like,
Mhm.
In which case, it's
there's
not
this-
really a filler episode. So.
definitely use a
Mhm.
Chekhov's gun.
There was this one filler
Yeah.
I used where it was like, because like Pavel is a film student, so I uploaded one of his like films that he made, and then later on he found that it was taken from like an SD card or whatever that was important to the plot, and it's like, if if the filler comes back later to actually make more sense, and it's like, oh okay, if like
I mean-
at the time it's filler, it's good.
It's like you turn the filler into the proverbial Chekhov's gun, because I mean that's the only way that you're actually going to be able to transition smoothly and not have people be like, well, what was that? What was that? There's nothing happening. You know, you have to be able to transition smoothly, or else, like I said, this becomes an issue when people are starting to poke holes in things.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Here's something: is that
Don't charge your Kamehameha for 7 episodes, please.
yeah, if you're doing a long episode, make sure everything is something happening. I mean, I know a staple is to be walking through like the woods or a building, and as long as you can make that interesting, good. But if it's just going on,
Then
try to find some way to cut it down.
Yeah, like,
Which, you know,
when you're
I'm the biggest
doing-
hypocrite because the first episode of Trial of Leaves is 16 minutes long and a lot of. But we try to talk. We try to build the characters, you know. But if
And it
it's
works.
silently walking and you
There's
never
that.
see faces,
There's
yeah,
that.
literally
It works.
the least you could do is jump cut the sucker. Jump
Yeah.
cut
Yeah.
it to a different point in your walk. That is the least you could do, because it shows the progression of time. And it's
Also,
Yeah, we did that,
If
so.
you can, try to describe shit that's happened off camera, or like that needs clarification. Like if people in the comments are like, "Okay, what's up with this?" While you're doing the walking in the woods part, be like, it's kind of like, "Oh, so there's been some questions about blah blah," and just try to like make everything worth the audience's time.
keep their attention, because if it's just you walking around looking at leaves and wood and shit, they're just like, well, how can you become invested in this?
Yeah,
You know,
that's the
what
big
is-
problem.
What is
Okay,
going to
so-
grab my attention? And I think that is what a lot of people fail to realize when they're making a Slender series.
Yeah. Oh, and she also just said, I'm moving to a new house and I feel like a series would be perfect.
Also, I'm dying from the Mothman comment. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
we want to see a Mothman series.
Because Mothman's great.
He's creepy as shit.
I'm gonna don't
Tim's
make
thing?
a series just because. Don't make a series just because you feel like you can. Have an idea that you think is original and that you think is scary.
Which is why I went to Rachel and was like, Fear Queen, I need your help.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that.
Fear Queen, help me.
And yes, ask for help. There are plenty of people who will help you.
Rachel will help you because she's amazing.
I will help anybody who is worthy of help. As in, you just gotta be nice, and then I'll help you.
Don't be
actually, perfect right here. Honestly, and this is not me trying to be. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I am one of the most perfect examples of doing this. Me personally, I would love to make a series. I have my video camera. I don't really know people, but I want to make a series. Like, personally, I want to make one really badly. But first off, I don't have the actors that I would ever need. Second off, I don't have the editing software I could use. 3, I don't really I have somewhat of an idea, but I just don't know how to kind of flesh it out completely and make it wholly original. And so what do? I don't make it. I don't, because that would bog down the verse even more than it already is. So it's like the people need to understand that just because you can doesn't mean just because you want to doesn't mean you should or can.
Don't make the porno tapes.
Oh God.
Yeah, no. Here's my thing: is that if it's limited by resources, budget, lack of people, do a blog. I mean,
I tried.
That's what blogs. Oh, you did? Yeah.
I tried. I was actually
blogs. Yeah.
My problem is my blog was actually supposed to tie in with a video series that hasn't gotten a reboot yet. I was gonna kind of coincide with Compile Truth, but it hasn't done anything.
It hasn't gelled.
No.
Well, is Compile Truth over?
Hiatus, I guess.
I don't know what I can say because he's told me a lot, but from what I understand is, to answer your question, no, it is not done completely.
So it's like ML Anderson. No, I'm just joking.
That'll never update.
ML Anderson that's like waiting for that's like waiting for God.
That's literally waiting for Sherlock Series 3.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
like literally, Sherlock came back before Michael Anderson.
Oh my
Jesus.
God!
The joke.
I'm doing this post on Tumblr right now.
Do it. Also, she says thingy.
Yes, she says another thingy. Sal, do you want to just read it, or can I? It's up to you.
You do it. I did it the last 2 times.
Oh. She says, I have such a newfound respect for your guys' series. Also, please self-plug. I only know Pavel Hall, Marble Hornets, and Trials of Leaves.
And?
Oh, wow.
And?
No, that's what she said. I didn't say it. She did it. I didn't do it. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't have a series. I want one, but I don't. Simply for those reasons I mentioned. I don't have any kind of a budget. I don't know people. I don't have editing software, and I can't really flesh out my idea because I have writer's block the size of, like, Wisconsin. So...
At least.
I love you, Wisconsin!
What?
I just did a That 70s Show reference.
What? Okay.
Anyway,
yes.
Real quick, we need to talk about Tim's thing that he did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I am about ready, gotta go.
Almost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, real quick, Tim's thing. So, have you ever heard of the YouTuber Markiplier?
No.
Yes. Markiplier, in my opinion, is one of the better Let's Players on YouTube. Simply because he's done all the Slender thing, like, he's played all the Slender games, and, like, all the offshoots of the Slender games, and all the crappy Slender games, and the rate game, and blah, blah, blah. He's done all of them, and he always links it back to, okay, well, go check out, Marble Hornets, and he calls him Slender Man, not Slender.
Ah, it burns
Great.
Instant respect.
Yes.
instant respect. He either calls him Slenderman or Slendy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
and which is a big plus because we all know the idiot who screams all the time. But anyway, I digress.
I kind of
The P word.
I kind of want to put on my hipster glasses and say I started using Slender before it was cool. Slender Nation.
But okay, you can use Slender when it's in conjunction with Verse or Nation, but not on its own.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go around and say he's 10 times better than PewDiePie. I don't like being screamed at for 10 minutes.
You know what? I'll just come out and blatantly say it. PewDiePie sucks. Don't watch PewDiePie. I will never plug PewDiePie. He's an idiot. Don't watch him.
But
Go to
watch
Markiplier.
Markiplier.
Yeah, watch
Markiplier. Anyway, so Tim got in contact with him, sent him a message asking if he would like to do an interview with us.
Hey.
Keeping fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We don't have a response as of yet, I don't think. But we're hoping.
Hopefully he'll be scared off by our total dopeness.
Yeah.
He comes out, we're all like, dick jokes, right?
So yeah, if he messages back, I'm just gonna be like, yo, okay, this is Tim's life. Basically, we're just a bunch of dick jokes.
Yeah, we're just about dick jokes. I mean, we'll talk about Slenderman here and there, but it's mostly just dick and gay and fart jokes. I mean, let's just be honest
I
here.
didn't know we had Kevin Smith on the podcast.
I'm surprised at the lack of homoeroticism on this podcast. I mean,
I know,
just,
right?
it used to literally be dripping from the audio, but not anymore.
Honey,
We've moved on.
I started feeling a stir. Don't do that.
I never.
Okay.
That.
Don't do that. No, no, I was being sarcastic. Please continue. No.
Oh.
Anyway, so that's basically it. We might be interviewing a pretty famous,
Keep your fingers crossed.
Let's player. So that's kind of a big deal.
If
That's
you have
awesome.
any questions that you want to ask him about, pretty much anything, PM, post, whatever, all those social media things.
The question with your genitals.
Yes, exactly. Once again, Snapchat Sal with your genitalia, and it should be answered. Unless, of course, we find you lacking or unworthy, then... I'm sorry. I think I just punched every person in the nuts and or boobs for saying you're not
guys.
big enough.
Okay, so I think
I'm
we
giving
should.
away my Snapchat right now. I'm legitimately doing this. My Snapchat
Oh Jesus!
is Salvatore Heron. It's just that. It's SALVATOREHARAN. Snapchat me your questions with your genitalia.
If I had a phone, I just might.
I will be awaiting. I will
Anyways,
update
so-
you every 5 minutes on the progress.
And now we come to the best part of this podcast.
Are we doing the name game?
We're doing the name game, sir.
We're doing it.
Whoops, didn't mean to click that.
Well,
So we
yeah.
realized that a lot of new series have blossomed recently, and wanna give a little shout out. Just a little shout
yeah,
out.
Hey, let's be serious. This is important.
Yes, this
All
is
right.
important.
There are a few new Fear Mythos series coming out. The first is the Pretty Confident 6.
Yes,
Yes.
we're gonna
Yeah.
do this one at a time. But the first one we have to mention is the Pretty Confident 6.
They're pretty confident, but they're elderly folk. And so, the
Yeah.
first entry is going to be of this dude named Edward. And, Edward, do you want some cake? It's your 99th birthday. That's it. That's the entrance.
Yep.
And,
Yeah. Definitely need some representation of the elderly. I mean, I don't know.
Absolutely.
All we got is fucking Grandpa from Tribe 12, and that's just not working.
I know. I mean, I think that's actually wholly original. I mean, that Slenderman chasing around kids. No, I want to see him chasing around somebody in a wheelchair. I want to see the.
Hey!
I want to see them going through
Get off my
Walmart.
lawn! Hey,
I wanna
get off my lawn!
I want to see them in a
Have your
cart,
goddamn
in
notebook.
one of those little mobile carts in Walmart, going down the aisle while they see Slenderman at the end of the aisle, looking down and tilting his head. I want
Yeah.
to see this. This is.
But
gripping
guys,
stuff.
this. Let me introduce you to my new series. All right,
Mm.
my new series. It's remade from a you may have heard of the series that it was based on, but it's a new series called Group 13, and Group 13 stars this he's a Muslim, see, and he has a class project, and this entire cast is just African American men and women, and I think it's gonna do pretty well, actually.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Also,
And there's a group in it called the Gatherers, and
Yeah.
they're in red and white. It's like really cool distortions, all red and white.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
that seems good.
See, Ali, the main character, he's being watched by this guy called the Watcher, and the Watcher just has these two eyeballs that make an X, no, it's pretty intense,
Oh no!
That
Now
is.
see, if you want intense, let me tell you about every Tran hybrid. All right. All right. So the premise is you've got these very downtrodden transvestites, okay, and and they're a little overweight. I don't want to say they're completely like balls out insane fat, but they're kind of on that edge, and they're thinking, you know what, we need to make an exercise video. I'll let your mind wander from there.
Basically,
Enough
Richard
said.
Simmons.
Richard Simmons. Come on, guys, let's do it. Let's get thin for slender. Oh God, what have I done?
And there's just so many new series remakes coming out. I mean, my favorite is I Recognize the Large Man. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I Recognize the Large Man. A lot of the videos are pretty short, but it's okay because it updates pretty frequently. And yeah, so that's my second remake I'm doing.
Oh,
Talk about this
go ahead.
series called God, what's the name of it again? I forgot. Oh, there's so many. It's called My Mom's Tapes.
Oh, yep.
Another one. Gather Lies. Gather Lies.
It's a little overrated.
What? I'm
Ooh.
sorry, sir.
Come on,
Here's another.
snapped tree limbs.
Here's another one I'm really looking forward to is the all age appropriate DVDs, and the key line in that one is he's somewhere else.
Yeah, but the newest series.
I think it's I think it's called Coffee Hour.
Coffee hour. Oh my god.
Coffee hour.
This
But
really
there was this
sweet
one
kicking,
series.
Scandinavian series about these three elderly fat men with beards just drinking coffee nonstop. Just breaking down
me,
old
sir.
abandoned
And then
houses.
this
Asian-
freaky
Asian
lemur
man.
shows up, and I don't know.
Excuse me,
But-
sir.
but
This tastes like Bavarian
there was this
coffee.
one
I
show.
specifically ordered Colombian.
There was this one show that ended a little too early. It was one of my favorites. It was called Matt Doesn't Have Anything. And Matt Doesn't Have Anything only had 2 episodes. So its remake actually had 1 more episode than the original, unfortunately.
But the last one I want to mention, it's actually going to kind of deviate. It's a video game, okay, and it's called Thin: The Coming.
And all that implies.
Oh my God.
Oh, I just got that. Oh God.
But
Yeah, and there's some other ones like Voiceless Belief in a Higher Power. Screaming Doubts.
Screaming Doubts, yes, absolutely.
Sunflower in Detroit.
That's my favorite.
Absolutely. God.
But there's these 2 shows that are out right now that kind of connect. There's a Peyton Doorway and Path of Bushes.
Path of Bushes, yeah.
Path of Bushes is slightly pornographic, I will warn you.
Yeah, there's your trigger warning right there. It's slightly homoerotic.
But
Yeah.
I want to move on to. Oh wait, no. There's this one series that ended a while back called YOLO County Ghost Finders.
Yes. And Dim Crops. Dim Crops is really good.
I remember that. Yeah.
There's a series called Two Good Dreams.
And then there's Missing Spirits. That's a good one.
Let's move on to the blog side of this. There's a series called Oh Man, the Rapture's Looking Alright.
Yeah. And you know, yeah.
In case, okay, are we
But
done?
there's been.
I'm just curious. I just want to know.
There was one more. I think Not Caught Staying Awake, and it's group The Butthurt Flies. All right, I'm sorry.
You said it, not me.
In case none of you have noticed.
I'm sorry.
No, you should not be sorry because that was beautiful. In case none
Is
of you have
Wyatt
noticed.
alive? Is Wyatt alive?
Wait,
In case none of you have noticed, we are making fun of. We're poking fun at a new series that is just kind of cropped up. Porcelain Spiders, which is supposedly a remake of Marble Hornets, or excuse me, an homage to Marble Hornets.
No,
where
it's not a remake.
It's not a remake. It's an homage where it's if the characters were different genders and trans and LGBT barbecue whatever. I mean,
Oh Jesus!
Whoa,
okay, no. You know what?
ruined us.
No. You know what?
Stop.
No, I'm done. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. Nope.
Doc, please, Doc.
No,
Doc,
I'm not
seriously.
stopping.
Doc,
I'm not stopping.
Doc.
What?
Doc. What do we
What?
say before the podcast? We're not going to name names. We're not going to meet.
I don't like.
Who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl?
Dude, Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Gryffindor?
Because I'm from Washington.
Gryffindor.
I've lived where I've
Dude, if
lived where-
Gryffindor comes in, yeah.
Okay, now in all seriousness,
Guys,
in all
everyone shush for a second. Let's cut everything that we just said out, and let's restart that.
damn it! Come on, honestly. I mean, the thing is, no. Listen. What is the point of dancing around it? I mean, it's just being passive aggressive at this point, and that's almost worse.
I want to just talk about...
Okay, yes, we are kind of making a little ha-ha joke to Porcelain Spiders, okay? And Porcelain Spiders is a series. It's another series that took, the rock and bug kind of approach to their channel name, but it's basically a play-by-play of Marble Hornets if they were different genders or, what have you. And it's of a lot of people's opinions that it's not okay to do that. There we go.
And let me tell you why I don't like this.
Yeah.
And it's because, it's weird because I'm cool with the remakes. I like remakes. There's a lot of stuff that I think that remakes are actually better than the originals, but with Marble Hornets, first of all, Marble Hornets isn't even done yet.
Yes.
It's still going.
I'm cool with a remake after the thing has been done. Once Marble Hornets is over and you give it a good 5 months for us to breathe, then I'm not going to be totally okay with the remake, but I can understand why you would. But when it's not even
at that point,
but it's not even done.
Yeah, it's literally ending too.
Yeah.
It's like you're saying, "Hey, you're gonna die because you aren't what we wanted."
Like, imagine this.
Kind of thing.
What if during the last season of Fullmetal Alchemist, like halfway through the last season, they started airing Brotherhood?
Yeah.
I'd be like, they aired Brotherhood. No.
I get what you're saying.
The thing is that, I mean, coming from a person who has pretty much solely watched Marble Hornets in its entirety, I am, you know what? With a remake of a series, I'm fine with it, okay? With a reboot of a series, that's cool. But the problem that I run into is that this series is literally just it's the Slenderverse's view, or it's the Slenderverse's version of a Tumblr, of a social justice Tumblr. it really is, because it's like, okay, you know what? Fine, you can remake Marble Hornets. Fine, I don't care. But when you drive it into people's skulls that this is if they were transvestite, if they were lesbian, gay, bisexual, this is what we're doing and you can't stop us. This is what we're doing. I'm like, you know what? Keep it somewhere else, because obviously you would feel you're offending other people by doing this, by driving this into our skulls. I mean, I understand that you're not trying to, you're just trying to make people believe that it is a... Mm-hmm?
Hey, can I say something for a sec?
Here's my thing, is that...
Go, Josiah. I gotta hear
can I go
Josiah.
first?
Yes, please.
Okay, I haven't seen the series, so this is a little hypocritical, but I understand the point. It's just, I don't understand. It seems to me, now this might be a little harsh, but the way I read what they were saying is that, hey, it's okay that Marble Hornets didn't have what we have, but the way they're doing it seems... You said it seemed like a soapbox. It seems like they're purposely saying, we're remaking Marble Hornets, so that creates a controversy. That creates attention to their series. Then they add in all of the social justice, we're doing a better version, kind of more representative version, and that creates more controversy, more attention. To me, it doesn't feel like they're doing this. I don't know. Why Marble Hornets? Because it's the most well known?
Yeah.
Is it because they're fans of it?
Okay.
Why is any of this happening?
Wait. Rachel needs to say one thing.
Okay.
Rachel needs to say one thing.
Yeah.
I'm about ready to go. Okay. Basically, my main problem is I don't like Marble Hornets. Everyone knows that, so why would I like a remake? Second of all, you can't, like... You can't regurgitate a series and expect people to like it just because you're regurgitating. It's like they're piggybacking off of somebody else's fame.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Which ruins the purpose of their cause.
Yes. Anyway, I'm giving this over to Tim. You guys can talk.
Tim.
Yay, we get to talk to Tim.
By the way, listeners, Tim is the guy behind SAF and Entropy, so...
Okay, well, see ya.
And I love him. Bye, Rachel.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye, Rachel.
The last thing I want to say, it just in all seriousness and all honesty, I'm not trying to hate. I'm not. I'm simply voicing my opinion.
Yeah.
And if you don't like my opinion, then you don't have to listen to it. But my opinion of Porcelain Spiders is that, one, if you want to try and get popular with a video series or you want to do this, you need to come up with something original. Two, you need to take all the social justice crap and shove it straight back up your ass, because it's not going to make me want to watch it at all. Because that really gets on my nerves when people are like, oh my god, we're doing this because it's cool, because it's representative of every single person's lifestyle. I'm like, you know what? You can do that, but just keep it on Tumblr. Don't shove it in our face, because God knows it makes me want to hurt you when you're trying to do the social justice crap.
Well,
and this is like, okay.
Because I understand. I believe that we should... Yeah, go ahead, Sal. I've been cutting you off.
Alright, so I found this on the Porcelain Spiders wiki. And this is the first sentence. This is the first paragraph of this. It's Porcelain Spiders is a reimagining of how the events of the YouTube series Marble Hornets would have come to pass if the identities of the characters were different. While planning to make their own Slender series with a focus on diversity and representation, the cast and crew were told that fans of the genre didn't want more diversity because, quote, it doesn't matter / won't change anything, and any attempt at it would be obvious and feel shoehorned, as if diverse, end quote, as if diverse casting was somehow both pointlessly unnoticed and obnoxiously noticeable at the same time. What the fuck?
No. See, if they did do it, good. But they're remaking Marble Hornets.
And you can't do that. Like, you can't piggyback off of a great Slender series. Like, I understand that some people don't like it, but the majority of people understand that Marble Hornets has had an effect on the verse in general. The thing is you cannot piggyback off of something like that. If you want to make something that shows diversity, by all means, I'm all for it. But do not piggyback on a series that has already come to pass, that has already done or had its fame. don't try and piggyback off that just to get your own fame, because that's absolutely ridiculous, and that's a little disrespectful to me.
While it's going on too.
Yeah, while it's going on, when it hasn't even finished.
Yeah, like, that is the most annoying part of it, is that it's not even done yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Tim, you have something to say?
And here's the thing.
It's only like... The thing is like they can only focus their energy into one thing at a time. Like, they can only focus their energy into being diverse and not being original. If they're being original, apparently they can't focus their energy into being diverse, because that's why they're trying to piggyback off something like that.
So, no, wait, you're saying that they can't...
Which is stupid.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that's how it actually is. I'm saying that's how they're making it seem like.
Pretty much.
If they're trying to be diverse, they should try to be original and diverse. They shouldn't be one or the other.
They should show diversity in... What the hell did you just link, Sal? Jesus.
Oh,
I just
he posted their...
Oh, okay. The thing is that if you're trying to be diverse, you should show diversity in coming up with something original and showing something different than what we've already seen. Because that's obvious of what you're trying to do here. What you're trying to do here is you're trying, once again, to garner milk whatever fame you can or whatever attention you can from something that is already going on and something that has been proven to work.
Here's the thing. Undecided 5 had a diverse... Like, it had the elements there, like with Edward and stuff.
Yes.
And now we finally had a few series that have female protagonists.
Very true.
Make your own series. It can be diverse.
Exactly. I mean,
I will watch it if it's good.
Same here. I mean, if you guys
tell you that.
If they chucked Porcelain Spiders right now and decided to make their own original series, I would probably watch it and I'd probably get into it because I like having something new. If you try and especially something that the one series that I like, the one series I can get behind, and you pardon my French, but you butt fuck it. Makes me want to kill you. Makes me want to hurt you. Sorry, that was really mean. It makes me really mad. Sorry, I'm being insensitive. Excuse me.
It's like, I've already seen Marble Hornets. I don't want to watch it again with... Like,
exactly. And the worst part is they threw it in our face like, after a while, we're going to deviate onto our own story. I'm like, you're just using this to piggyback, you stupid fucks.
Yeah, you should have just fucking done that from the beginning.
Thank you! God damn it!
And I feel like these people, like, from what I've seen of Porcelain Spiders, I think they could do their own good series and make it, and do it well.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, right?
That's me, honestly. That is
but
me.
But here's the thing. Porcelain Spiders is basically like a really... It's like a really inferior, unrealized, unimaginative, like, colleague of Tea Time.
Because
Tea Time...
is amazing.
That's a fantastic series.
Yes.
Tea Time.
And it's like it's all female cast.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, maybe you're trying to represent more than just a white, maybe not American, but a white female, and you want more than that.
Yeah,
but
a white cis female.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to represent more than that. Fine.
Yeah, see, Tea Time, when I watch their series, I'm like, oh, that's great. They have this new kind of thing, and they don't have to shove it down my throat.
Thank you. That is all I ask. Is that you do not shove don't shove your social justice series down my throat. If you want to make something original, great. That's perfect. I love originality because, quite frankly, the verse has kind of gotten stagnant and stale for a little while. But make something original. Do not throw it in our face like this is Marble Hornets, but with gay and trans and lesbians and whatever people.
Yeah.
Like this is us.
Because here's the thing. You could if you really feel that strongly and want to shove that, out there so much, make one video that is literally like a parody.
Mm-hmm.
Make one video that is like a parody of Marble Hornets, and you address all this lack of representation as you see it, or what you see as needing representation. That would work. It would accomplish it without all this bullshit.
Yeah.
The the thing about the whole representation thing is that I've noticed with Rachel's vlog, with my vlog, with a couple of friends that I know doing their vlogs, is that the thing about representation is they're not purposely having a lack of representation. Most of the time, the people in these series are playing themselves.
Yep.
So it's a lack of people that fit these different demographics. It's a lack of trans people. It's a lack of female people. It's a lack of anybody with a... It's a lack of people that aren't straight cisgender or white. It's a lack of those people because most of the time these people are playing themselves. And that's why Undecided 5 had a trans character. I mean, most of the time, like sometimes though, somebody would decide not to play themselves. But for the most part, you can't just put a black person in there, or a trans person in there, or a gay person in there who isn't, because they're being themselves, and for the most part, it's just putting it in there for the sake of having it in there. Like, it's one thing if you just have, like, somebody in there, but if you're putting it in there for the sake of putting it in there and just shoving it in people's faces like Porcelain Spiders is apparently doing, it's just awful.
It really is. I mean, like... Tribe 12. Tribe 12 started off, and I'm going to throw this out there, and I know I'm going to get hate for this, but I really don't care.
Yeah.
Tribe 12 started off...
No, he's admitted it.
No, he is not. He has not admitted it, because he won't, and I know why. He hasn't, I promise.
I thought he did.
Did he? If he did, then fine. Anyways, Tribe 12 started off as a blatant rip-off copy of Marble Hornets. Like, almost word for word. Okay, and from what I gathered, after the fact, after he had changed his series and made it something original and good, you know, and people started to really, really like it, he was like, oh, well, it was an homage. Great. You know what? Adam, it worked for you. I'm happy for you, man. It worked, and you made something great for it. You made something great out of it. I'm proud of you.
But about that is that Adam wasn't fucking stupid and didn't remake Marble Hornets work for
exactly. He didn't come out and say, oh, yeah, this is from Marble Hornets. I'm just using this. No, he didn't do that. He understood. He didn't bring the attention to it, but then he went and made it his own thing. But see, with Porcelain Spiders, they immediately came out and said, yes, we're doing a remake of Marble Hornets. It's going to have trans people. You should like it, because if you don't, then you're just a misogynist pig.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That is so much
like it. It's because you're a misogynistic, sexist person.
Which
is bullshit.
It is such bullshit, and and that's the problem. That is the one problem I see. And I know that I know that somebody in this chat room right now is going to get hate for it, because they're going to be like, "Oh, you're just a misogynist because you can't understand what we're doing here." I'm like, you know what? No, I understand what you're doing here. You're trying to show diversity in the verse. I am all for that. Do not piggyback off of something that has already succeeded. You make something new, you make something original, and show diversity. Don't piggyback. That just burns me to no end.
I mean, in Marble Hornets, I would have loved it if no matter who the main characters were. I enjoy the story. I don't care if Tim just happens to be gay or whatever. I don't care.
Nobody cares.
He could, he still could be. I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
It's about the characters.
Have they ever said in Marble Hornets what their sexual preferences is? Have they?
I mean, no.
No, they haven't.
Because no one cares a shit.
Thank you. Exactly. Nobody gives a shit. I mean, Josiah could come out and try to leave and say, oh, by the way, I'm gay. Sal could say he's a transvestite, and it would be true. I mean, sorry, I had to make the joke. I had to make the joke. I'm sorry.
Well,
but my point is...
but that's...
Pavel actually is gay. Like, I'm not gay.
See, there you go. See, and that's the thing.
You want to know what? I've never said it because it doesn't...
Because it doesn't fucking
matter. It doesn't fucking matter at all. No, and here's another thing about okay, I'm not going to say anything about gay representation or people of color representation, but here's the thing about trans representation I don't understand, is that if somebody is trans and they're fitting that gender identity really well, how do you know that all the characters are cisgender? You don't. If they're doing it well, I mean, what do you want? Them to wear an armband that says transgender on it? No.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Now, for me personally, I want fat representation. I want large representation up in here.
We gave you that in SA Paranormal Hunters, okay? So.
Yeah, that's true. And SA Paranormal Hunters...
I'm going to be laughing, but it's funny.
SA Paranormal Hunters compile truth. I'm sorry, Cairo. I had to, man. I love you. But
it's okay.
That's the thing, is like... That's the thing I think people don't understand. The verse doesn't give a shit what gender you are, what color, what flavor of ice cream you are. Nobody gives a fucking shit. You make something
People
original
like
and you make
Keratin
it good.
Garden.
Thank you.
People like Abbey Diaries. People like these things because
Yes.
they just like it when it's good.
They like
Did
the
that
story,
ever
they like
occur
the
to you?
characters, they like the effects, whatever you choose. But listen, okay, you know what? To end this right here, because this has to end or else we're going to go on for days.
We will go on for days.
To the creators of Porcelain Spiders, I understand that this has probably upset you quite a lot because we have hated on this a little bit. Well, I have mostly.
Yeah.
But listen, none of us care what gender or what race you are. We just want something original in the verse. We want new content. So I'm not saying stop making your series, but please stop ramming this social justice bullshit down my throat. Please.
I don't care what someone's gender is as long as the story is good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, honey.
She's back.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker. But in all seriousness, yes, that is our overarching thing here. Girls, guys, whatever you happen to be, just give us something new. Don't piggyback off of Marble Hornets and try to pull social justice in this. Don't turn the verse into Tumblr. I can't live with being Tumblr.
Alright, to the creators of Porcelain Spiders, you can do your own thing and it'll be good. Watch Tea Time.
Yes.
And then get your inspiration and do something.
And
Okay?
Yeah.
if I can say something, just
Yes.
be creative, be original, and as far as like the diversity goes, Slenderman doesn't give a crap. You know.
No, he will kill you regardless. He will put your organs into a tree regardless of how you are gendered.
Yeah. Slenderman doesn't care. The viewers shouldn't care. So if you're putting diversity in it, that's fine. It's just don't make that the backbone of your series.
Yes, do not make that a crutch because I will tell you straight up, if you make that the crutch of your series, it will fail. Without a doubt in my mind, it will fail.
Yeah.
Or it might succeed, but for the wrong reasons.
For a very wrong reason.
And actually,
Oh,
I just
no.
checked, and Porcelain Spiders has 180 subscribers right now.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's 70 more than me.
And you know what? And that right there, and I'm gonna come right out and say it, that is sickening to me.
And Tea Time only has 149.
That is sickening
That's
to me.
bullshit.
That is
That is
sickening
bullshit.
to me. I mean, you can get all smug that you want. Oh, we have 180
yeah.
subscribers, and you only have
wait.
70.
Tea Time. It's foreign. Oh, you don't like foreign things? Oh, you must be a patriotic nationalist.
America and
See?
all that.
You don't like
Xenophobe.
Tea Time? Oh, I can throw out bullshit reasoning for why you're a bad person because you don't like a series.
Exactly.
Oh.
I mean, you can get all smug about how you have 180 subscribers, and that is 70 more than Trial of Leaves. But I will tell you straight up, without trying to stroke ego, I would easily watch Trial of Leaves 1,000 times over. I would use that at my fucking funeral, more so than I would, rather than subscribe to this channel because of all of this bullshit. I would have Sal Snapchat his genitalia to me. In fact, why haven't you done this already?
It's
Yeah.
58 more than Pavel Hall, and I don't like that.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's getting publicity for the wrong reason.
And Pavel's been out for like a year
Yes.
and a half, I think. And
It's
Porcelain
getting
Spiders has been out for,
publicity.
like
But see, here's
a
the thing.
month.
I will bet you guys money that half, if not 3/4 of those subscribers are social justice bloggers. I will put money on that. Because they
Like
want
they
because
advertised and said, "Hey, subscribe."
I will put money on that. So honestly, I wouldn't feel
And
bad
that's not
about
a stereotype. That's
No,
Yeah,
that's just fact.
that's probably true.
That I'm sorry, but that is just fact. I mean, and that's why I'm saying it should what?
Facts, bruh.
Facts, brah.
Facts, bro.
Nothing but the facts, bitch.
And see, the thing is that you said earlier that one of us might get hate. I just realized, because this is... Not only have we ranted about it, even though we made it quite clear and used logic, all of us are white males. We're screwed.
White.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I'm white.
Gosh, think about it.
I'm sorry I'm male.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I'm white.
You know, I mean,
Why
and-
am I a monster?
Right?
I'm
Yes.
sorry I'm white, and that makes every single thing I say not make sense.
Or be wrong,
Right?
or that we're complete idiots.
Oh,
I
we
mean-
are. Oh,
Mhm.
we're all idiots.
But see,
no, we can't say idiots though because that makes us ableist.
That's true. See, now
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. This feeds on itself. This kind of stuff. My
Hey Josiah, remember when I said retard on Pavel and everyone tried to murder me?
The entire fear mythos said you said retard. Wait, what about when Evan said it on Everyman Hybrid? No.
Yeah.
Oh well, there was kind of a stir about that, but
Okay.
not as much as you.
Okay. We have to end this sometime.
Yeah, we do.
The final word the final thing
Yeah.
is
Enough
please-
with
Yes. Enough with this Tumblr verse thing.
And don't remake
the
Marble
Tumblr
Hornets.
verse.
Oh God.
Please don't.
The
Be
Tumblr.
creative.
Please don't remake Everyman Hybrid.
No. Don't. Yeah. If I see an every Tran hybrid out there, I'm gonna blow the fucking roof.
What if like the people
Actually,
from Force and
you
Spider
won't
get so
because you have
mad at
copyright on
that?
Copyright. Yep, copyright. Every Tran hybrid right here, buddy.
You know, if this keeps going on, I swear to you guys, right now.
No, I
if
just
this
thought of it.
bullshit keeps going on, I will make one of these parody series we
I
mentioned
just thought of
happen.
it. I just
I
thought
will
of it.
literally make it.
With
I'll
every
make them
Tran hybrid, Habit is a white cis male. It's done.
Oh my god.
Done.
That's
I
beautiful.
I have just blown your mind.
No, here's the thing. The character for Evan would have to be a male or female trans.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yeah.
when it go into habit mode, it's a white cis trans.
White
straight
cis male.
What if
I'm telling you guys.
Josiah?
Yep. I think I just broke Josiah. I'm loving this. But anyways,
great.
that is the
That's
podcast.
fantastic.
We've
Okay.
ranted and raved for probably nigh on of half an hour now,
Oh my
and
god.
I didn't
okay.
intend to. But my point is, just give us something original and we'll watch it. Not
Yeah.
social
Yeah,
justice.
if it's
Just
good,
some- yep.
we'll watch it.
If it
That's
is
my
good,
point.
Something because
They
it's first
will
thing I
do.
watch something because I like it.
yeah, not because it
Yeah.
shows diversity in every single facet of humanity.
Yeah. We're starting around again, so.
Yeah, we're circling around. So that's
Okay.
the podcast. We're all.
Should we end on a happy note?
Should we end on a happy note? What happy note?
Kittens.
So
Fine.
afterwards,
Let's
just
spice.
record another podcast, right?
No, shh. No,
Well,
shh.
I remember all those topics I wanted to touch on and we never did.
Wait, which ones?
Do you want to record another one?
Yeah, I'm free.
Are you
So, which
serious?
ones?
Immersion and other creatures and stuff.
Okay. Oh, he's
Well,
got a
if we
point.
do that, I have to check with Rachel to see
Yeah.
if.
Yeah, go grab your wife. Tell her Doc says he can.
Okay, well, I'll ask her. If she
Okay,
wants
start
me to
talking
do
about
it,
other
so.
creatures right now, Sal.
Anyways,
Oh,
I'll be right
okay.
back.
Well, no.
So,
I have to go get a cigarette before we even think about doing another podcast.
Yeah, so I'll talk to Rachel, see if she wants me to
Okay,
do it, or
yeah.
she wants to do it, or whatever.
I'm gonna get more Mountain Dew.
All right.
I
I'll be
need
right.
to actually eat.
We'll be right back. I guess we'll meet here in like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Just ring me when you're back, and then I'll hop
I will
in.
ring everybody.
All right.
Good boy.
Thank you so
All right,
much
so-
for listening to this podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry if you've been offended, if you now hate
Yeah.
my guts with everything that you could possibly, every emotion you could possibly muster. Though I only have one thing to say about that. Get in line.
Also,
I was gonna say.
our one viewer says
Yeah,
that
go
this
ahead.
is the best conversation ever. Thank you.
Aw.
Thank you very much.
That warms my heart.
I mean, it's good to see that people actually understand where we're coming from, and that we're not just trying to spew hate. We're trying to put logic into
Yeah,
this as
yeah,
much as
yeah.
we can. And that's
It's
where this
just
whole
because
thing comes
there's
from.
yeah
And
Is
I
that-
walked into the middle of it, so it's not my fault.
Exactly.
with a cameo.
Yeah, with a cameo.
Beautiful cameo.
That's the thing is this rant was not about just pure hate. This was about bringing logic into
Yeah.
this here. It was trying
Because there's so little logic in this whole thing.
God no.
God damn.
anyways, this has been the podcast. I'm the doctor, and these are the doctorettes.
What?
For the
No,
companions.
the companions. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm the doctor.
Yeah.
These are the companions. Peace out.
But first, make sure to go watch
Jeez.
the Pretty Sure 6.
Yes, and every Tran hybrid. Keep an eye out.
Oh my god.
Oh wait,
yeah,
Tim,
yeah.
did I
Group
tell- did I-
13 coming
did
to
I
a theater
tell
near you.
About Matt Does Nothing.
I'm gonna need to change my name and move to a different country. And...
Calf.
And we're done.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Dead.
Okay.